Be prepared for highly offensive language throughout, and adult and sexual themes.
With a bad back and all, look at that. Well, I've got to say it. It's Friday! Oh, you know the feeling when you're like so ready for the weekend, didn't you, Brandy? No, she don't. No, she really don't. But with no eviction, I'm not quite sure, to be fair, how we're going to fill an hour. Lols, I'm joking. I've got loads lined up for you, including the highly anticipated sequel to Who Am I? Who Am I Part The? Yeah, we did it last night, we'll do it again. It's which our celebrity housemates play Who Am I? Again, see? We're not trying to fill a show by any means, guys, I promise. And Dr. Demetrios is here. He's travelled all the way from Athens via University College London to be here. And as well as teaching me how to speak Greek, he's going to be deconstructing our celebs' personal brands. Highbrow. And that is not all, because later on in the show, I'm going to be exclusively revealing a very exciting weekend's nomination twist. So stay tuned for that. But listen now, they've got nothing to do on a Friday night. They really haven't. So they've decided to turn up here. It's time to meet my Friday night panel. First up, he is the third ex-EastEnder we've had on this week, but is he Team Bazza? It is the legend that is Joe Swash. She has experienced Karthik firsthand in the ballroom, but what is she making of his CBB business plan? She's got all the long-term economic and fiscal projections, babes. It's Jessica Cunningham! And finally, quite seriously, he is currently at the centre of a custody battle between Kim Kardashian and Gemma Collins. We don't know who's going to be his BFF. All the way from the USA, Jonathan Jamal! What a line-up. It's a nice little Friday line-up there. All right, let's get on with tonight's show. We need to start with Jam. That's Jordan and Sam. They've been very naughty boys. So let's go backwards. Let's start at bedtime and work our way backwards. So, Joe, let me come to you first.
Yeah.
How would you feel if you were laying in bed, having a nice little snuggle up, and then, bow, water in the face?
I'll be fucking fuming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tells the truth.
I'd like to think that I would take it better than I would. But as I'm getting older, I'm a lot more cynical than I used to be.
Down.
Yeah. So things like that would really annoy me. Like, water in the bed is as bad as having crumbs in the bed.
Oh, God. That's made mine go in.
Oh, stop it.
I can't stand it.
And you don't find it for ages.
Oh, no.
But I thought Brandy took it really well. I thought she was going to go, but like, hats off to her.
I think Brandy's really holding herself back. Do you? I feel like... Because there's nothing worse than water in the bed. Not the, effect of it. It just soaks in, doesn't it? You never get rid of it.
Turning the mattress.
Oh, what a palaver. Well, listen, it was quite an eventful day for the young double act. No least painting each other's nails. Obviously, there was no love lost between them and Trisha. Jonathan... Lovely to have Jonathan back, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Should have they just have behaved themselves and remained silent?
You know, it's the first few days. People are so excited, and Trisha's so fun to get going. I mean, look at her. She's like a witch. She's a mess.
She's like a witch.
It's so exciting to get her crazy, and her voice doesn't even match her whole thing. It's like two different people.
It's like she's been put together from loads of different parts.
Do you remember Ursula from Little Mermaid?
Oh, don't be horrible! Don't be all I want from you is your voice.
No, she's so fun, though.
I think we can see it in
I love
there.
when she's on the screen.
Sorry, what did you just say, Barbara?
I thought she was French.
She thought she was French. I have no idea why. We're just going to move on from that. But listen, it wasn't just Trisha who wanted them to be quiet. Big Brother had asked for silence as well, only for Sam to tell Big Brother to F off. Jessica, you know how important it is, don't you, to play by Big Brother's rules. Are you surprised that Sam went a bit rogue?
Well, I think Sam was trying to play Sammy Big Balls initially with everyone there's like, yeah, fuck off, Big Brother. And then as soon as he gets into the den, oh, sorry, Big Brother, what do you
I mean, big balls went to shriveled balls, didn't they? Let's be fair. Listen, you don't want to make an enemy of Big Brother or Trisha, it seems. Joe, do you think the boys were just asking for trouble?
Yeah, look, with Trisha, I feel really sorry for Trisha because I feel like maybe what she's done is she's sort of wrapped herself up in a little world where she's got all her followers and they're all lovely and they all love her and she's the best thing in the world.
What we've got to remember, Joe, she's used to turning that camera on,
Yeah.
doing her thing, then turning it off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So where she's surrounded herself by people that adore her, she's had to step out of her little world she's made for herself and had to jostle for position and see where she's on the popularity scale. And I think it scared her.
Joe for New Psych, hello. Jostling for position.
You know what I mean, though?
Joe!
So I think that she's probably the most insecure person in there.
Yeah,
But instead of just being insecure, she'll use it and attack instead as a defence.
Well, Sam did actually say in the diary room that she just doesn't get his humour. Jonathan, look, being an American yourself, do you think it is that classic UK-USA divide when it comes to the sense of humour?
Nah, not with this. This is still, she's just such a weirdo. I mean, she's fun. This is not US, UK yet. That happens with someone like Marissa or Brandy because they're so aggressive. This is just like, she's a wreck. She's amazing to watch.
But she's amazing to watch. See how we clawed that one back?
is.
You got it.
She is.
Well, Trisha, on the other hand, did say that she thinks the boys are scared of her. Jessica, I mean, should they be scared of Trisha first and foremost?
I don't think they're scared of her. I don't think they should be scared of her. I think Trishy's scared of herself, maybe a little bit. But also, so like she's like Joe said, she's used to kind of just being in front of a camera, and then she's new to reality, isn't she? So she's gone in there with a load of reality stuff. She hasn't got a clue what's going on, and that's what you get.
And I feel like she didn't like the two boys before this anyway. She didn't like them. I think she had more of a right to have the ump with the nan when he said calling herself out. She said,
I mean, yeah, he's like, you're a pussy.
Yeah,
That's
she
basically what
seemed to let that one slide. She was happy with that one.
Hey,
That's all right, it's all right.
Yeah.
But fair play to the boys, though. Like Paul did apologise. The boys also did apologise to Trisha, but she weren't having any of it, though. Do you think she should have accepted that apology, or do you make her right? You do.
I do. Look, they're only young. They're in there to have a laugh. Jordan is the biggest wind-up, and Sam's going to be alongside him. I just love watching them.
Who disagrees then? Who thinks that she was right to say nah, balls? Oh, yeah, of course you do, Troy.
She was right to say no, because they were taking the piss out of her, basically.
You think they were?
Yeah, they were. They were taking the piss, just going in there, saying sorry, but it went on and on and
Sorry,
on.
Trace, I've knocked her out. Barbara, look, that's you piping up, wanting to get a go on the mic. Nearly blinded by Tracy Bewley. Stop it, Sam, you! Cheek of her, go on. You have a claim up, girl.
She's just got to lighten up. She's in there a few days. I mean, she's got to say, OK, all right, we'll take it from there. You know.
It's all fun and games now.
Although she's out of her comfort zone,
Yeah.
she ought to just try and have some more fun and just treat it all very light-heartedly.
The thing is, it is the first couple of days. Everyone's all still a little bit on a high, Jonathan. You know what it's like when you go in there.
Yeah, but
do you think that will settle?
Oh, yeah, it's always good for the first few days. It's all jokes. Everybody tries to figure who everybody is. And then, like, the 5th, 6th day, it starts going downhill really fast.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, we can't wait for that, can we?
Yeah.
Well, look, in all fairness, she clearly is having a bit of a difficult time in there at the moment. She doesn't even have a washcloth to scrub her butt. Jonathan, can you confirm that a washcloth is just a flannel for your bum?
In America, a flannel is actually a checkered shirt. So I guess here it is. So the whole thing is backwards, upside down.
So here she means a flannel for a bum.
Yeah, here she means a flannel for her bum.
Well, Trisha, she weren't happy with Brandy either. She stepped in to defend the boys. Jessica, what did you make of that?
I think that Brandy is very much a people pleaser. I think at the moment she's kind of just wanting to please everyone in there.
See, that shocks me with her.
Nah, she's nuts.
Is she? She's trying to make the alliances then, isn't she?
No, she's just unsettled, but she will be crazy. I've seen her in the US for years on TV. She's very unstable. Don't let it fool you now. Trust me.
Well, you say that. Do we reckon Sam's dreams of hooking up with Brandy might come true? No, Paul?
This is just one of his wet dreams, it'll be.
To lower the tone, Paul. Wow. Well, what's a wet dream? Well, listen, who would have thunk it? But it was up to the man himself, Dangerous Danan, to be mediator. I'm just going to say these words. It might be the first and only time. Joe, Paul Danan, the voice of reason, discuss.
I mean, I know
Where did
Paul.
that come from?
I know Paul Danan out on the outside.
Yes.
And he's generally a lovely person. He just wants everyone to get on. He hates a little bit. He hates conflict. But then you give him a drink, and he turns into Dangerous Danan.
Dangerous Danan.
My only advice to Big Brother would be just give Danan some more alcohol because he's my early door favourite. The story about him swearing at Panto had me in stitches.
Oh yeah.
I love him.
The kids love it.
He's one of these people that he doesn't have to talk or say much, but I look at him and
It's
he
the
really
way he
tickles me.
moves as well. He'll sit there.
Yeah. That's it.
That's what he does.
You're a really leery old man.
He just loves a little perturbator, doesn't he? Like, let's go, I'm going to suss it out. Well, he did go from mediator to matchmaker. Paul Danan clearly is a man of many talents. He sensed magic between Chad and Amelia. Now, if you remember on launch night, I called this. On launch night, I said, there's something there. Do you think Dangerous Danan is onto something? Do you think there is something between Chad and Amelia, Jonathan?
I can't tell. Amelia right now doesn't really have a personality to me, so she's kind of like Charlotte from the season I was just watching at home. I feel like they're kind of flat. I don't feel her yet, but he's pretty flat too, so it could be a perfect combo.
Well, do you think it could happen?
No.
You do?
No.
I'm going to try and push this, because I think it might happen.
I do, because they were talking about their previous relationships where there was a similar age gap.
Yeah.
And I do think they do have, they can merge.
I think she likes
it's
him.
a slow burner, though.
I mean, in all fairness, I think he likes any girl, but I do think she likes him.
I hope it doesn't happen because the impression I get from him is that he's just a bit of a dick and all, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And like, he's not the sort of person I would want my sister to go out with or someone I love to go out with. So, not that I love Amelia Lilly.
No, but do you know what? When I knew the lineup, I looked on paper and I went, Amelia and Sam, I could see that happening. Yeah. Within minutes of them walking in that house, I was like, oh my God, she's going to go with Chad.
I really hope she don't. And also, it reminds me of like a Neanderthal. You know, like the cross between a caveman and like a human. He's almost transition. He's a really weird looking.
He just lays there all day. He just lays around. I mean, come on.
I mean, if I look like that, I probably would just say that.
The things that he's had to say about women so far, I've not agreed with, and that hasn't sat well with me.
Well,
so.
you're talking about hair. He of the furry cheek was simply flummoxed by Karthik having a monobrow. By choice, ladies and gentlemen, by choice. Jessica, you are a friend of the man behind the monobrow. How do you think Karthik's handling himself in there?
Do you know what, right? I can really sort of relate to how he's feeling. Like, was it last night's episode? He's just sat on the couch, he's really quiet, no one's talking to him. I just felt really sorry for him. I think, again, he's gone in there and he's with a load of reality television stars, and he's not reality. He's just gone in there by himself.
But you say that, and you're saying he's being quiet, but he did ruffle Sarah's feathers tonight, telling her to pretty herself.
No, but he'll have said that. Literally, he'll have said it knowing Karthik. I mean, he's a bit sexist, a little bit chauvinistic, but he means well.
But he means well.
No, he does. Like, he'll be thinking, do you know what? Bit of makeup, make yourself look better, you'll feel better, when really
so
he's being highly offensive.
he means it with the goodwill, but it's just the way he comes out with
stuff. He doesn't realise he's being offensive.
Yeah. And
guaranteed he doesn't.
And I think what he's done is he's sort of put himself in this position of I'm where the party's at. I'm the funniest man in here, so I've got to keep this energy going.
The big K, as no one has ever called him.
But he's slightly David Brent, isn't he? Like,
that awkward, all over again.
Socially awkward.
I do quite like it though. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it all comes from a good place, and everything's with intent, and his intent is from a nice place. It's nothing from a normal intent.
Well, listen, for a Friday night, I think we've got a good old panel. Give them a round of applause. Come on. Right, still to come, I've got all the latest news, and Big Brother is not happy with the housemates. Find out how our celebs fared as well in the Guess the Celeb Stakes. Who doesn't love a game of Who Am I? 2 nights in a row with filling time. I'll see you after the break. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. Now, if you're a fan of Post-its, you're going to love this segment. You're going to love it because last night's Who Am I went down such a treat. We've got to knock up another one, haven't we? We have. So it's time for Who Am I? Part 2. It's so exciting.
Am I? No. Yes.
Am I... Okay, I have 10 questions to guess who is up on my forehead.
Am I a man?
Is it a male?
Is the person a woman?
I am a man. Okay.
Am I British?
Am I a reality TV star?
Pop star? Am I a singer?
Do I have talent?
No.
I'm an actor. That's brilliant. Yes.
Justin Bieber. No. Doctor. Nurse.
Am I Will Ferrell?
Oh my God.
No. Am I from Essex? I'm a dead American male musician.
Rylan. Hey! I'm so happy. My cousin. Naomi.
Phil Haley. Who was I? Have I slept with this person?
Am I president? Am I Donald Trump? I win! Yes, that's a yes. I hate this game. I'm usually terrible. Love our president.
Elvis. Is it Megan McKenna? Why would you do that?
Or we hate him here. I don't know.
Kim Kardashian. Yes. Oh.
Kim Kardashian. He still ain't got a clue, has he? All right, it's time now for tomorrow's headlines in today's Boss News. Okay, top stories tonight. Big Brother puts his foot down. Karthik's testing the waters. And Brandy's bringing the party. First up at 10:37 this morning, after some loose talk about nominations last night, Big Brother brought down that hammer.
Housemates, as you know, it is against the rules to discuss nominations with each other.
Who the fuck?
This includes discussing or hinting at who you might nominate in the future.
What?
It also includes any discussion that could be interpreted as a deliberate attempt to influence another's nominations. As a result, the House is to be punished.
Fuck's sake.
The House has been stripped of all luxury food items, and you will live off basic rations until further notice.
I knew it.
Don't mess with Big Brother. They might be celebrities, but they still have to play by the rules. Then at 10:47, having lived off basic rations for a whole 10 minutes, the House reached boiling point.
We're not sharing out the bottle, are we? We've got to share in glasses.
Okay, listen, I get what you're saying. What you're saying is there'll be water in bottles which is limited. That's what you're saying, right?
So just have the
okay,
little
now hear
ones.
me out.
Have the little bottles.
All right, Paul, will you listen to my side of the story? My side is they will not limit the number of... If you put an empty bottle, just hear me out. They'll give you a full bottle back. But they're not going to say when you finish 2 bottles of water, that's all you will get for
But
today.
why would you want to take out
Just
2
hear me
bottles?
out.
We can just have 2 small
We're
bottles.
on a minimum.
This is why we put the small bottles
No,
in
guys,
back
listen,
in
I'm
there.
going to do what you said. But I'm also telling you, I think that your premise is wrong. That's all.
No,
I'm going to go
fair
put
enough.
this
You
back.
don't know. You
Fair
don't
enough.
know for sure, though.
Fair enough, I ain't got it.
We only get a limited amount of bottled water, so you don't know for sure when they're going to give it back, or whether they're even going to give it back until this blooming situation's over.
But that could have been the situation yesterday, Paul.
Listen, there's water in the tap.
No, which is what
so
I
they
did.
don't need to give
that's
us
why they
these.
said the water's
They could just
drinkable.
say, listen, there's
They
water
said
in
the
the
tap
tap.
water's
Just have
drinkable.
tap water. That is precious. That's mineral water.
Oh, looks like the celebrities are really struggling away from the high life where things are just on tap, like water, you know? And I love how he's dressed like Kevin and Perry. Don't you? Just like having it loud. Finally at 2:38 this afternoon, Brandy and Karthik decided to make their own fun.
We are going to have a dance party. Yay!
A dance off or dance party?
Do we have to be good? Well, no. We're just waiting for Special K to bring us some music.
Yeah.
And if you guys can think of other kinds of dance parties besides K's, it could be good.
Here comes to the music.
Yay!
Hurrah!
Yes, man.
Yes!
It's time for a game, guys.
Can you give it like more
Well, she rolled up the first day.
I think everyone needs to...
Yeah, we're going on singing.
We make our own fun, guys.
Well done.
Right.
Ready?
So, 1, go.
So louder. What the
It's exercise.
What are
It's
we-
exercise. You can do exercise.
What are we doing? Sorry, Big Brother.
Oh, he's taking off. He's broken.
He's broken. I broke the pot. Hey, it's health and safety. We can't even pick it up. But it's a ceramic pot, so I hope that's okay, big brother.
Just that moment, I was so hard that
This is Big Brother. All housemates should make their way inside the house immediately.
What's
happening? The garden will be temporarily locked down for essential maintenance.
The garden. It's health and safety, guys. Health and safety, yeah. Keep it real. And that was tonight's Bots News. Got a little ripple tonight. Well, listen, that's not all. I've got an exclusive for you now. And Chad has got the ladies hot and bothered.
This is all because I said he was a handsome man.
He is a handsome man.
Exactly.
Everyone's like, oh no, like I said, I think her and Sam have really good chemistry. Like, no, she fancies Chad. I go, I don't see that at all.
No. Like, Chad's a very good-looking man.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with saying that. I guess you can say it too. Yeah.
Just saying that you're a very good-looking man again, and I feel like it's getting me into bother.
It's getting you to bother?
Yeah.
Not like a sexual bother.
No, like...
Not hot and bothered. Just
Yeah.
that people are thinking that she's into you, and she's really not.
Oh,
sorry.
why, thank you.
No, I don't...
I just...
She just straight to the point. Yeah. No, Chad, it's not like that. Like, you know, I got really, like... I felt like I was pushed into one corner last night.
She's shy, and she was embarrassed.
I was embarrassed, yeah. I get very embarrassed about stuff like that, so I'm sorry. But, you know.
Quite all right.
I feel like I've really offended him now.
No, it was me.
Well, we know Chad fancies himself as the ultimate ladies' man. Joe, do you think he's going to be a bit miffed after hearing that now, that she don't like him like that?
I love it. The more that they can knock him down a little bit, the better. Because you can almost see parts of him falling off, like he's so wounded, like, what?
Yeah, that's fine, beard falls off.
Yeah. You don't fancy me? There goes one of my titties, man. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. So I think that he's probably just cruised through life because he's handsome, but we were saying earlier,
I don't think he's got
a good personality lasts forever. Looks, they last for 5 minutes.
We're talking about him. There seems to be a little bit of talk that Amelia's got a little soft spot for Sam. Jonathan, who do you think she should go for out of Sam and Chad?
You know how I feel about Chad. It's like flat line. So definitely Sam. He's fun. She needs to have some fun in the house. She's got to like wake up and get going. And Brandy's a really sick bitch. She just she just chirps away.
She's just going in for it.
She's killing him daily. It's like unbelievable. I love it though.
Yeah, I love it. She's killing him, but I like it.
I want more.
I like it. All right, listen, don't go anywhere because after the break, I've got a Friday night exclusive of the likes this show has never seen. Plus, it's just an exclusive. Plus, Dr. Demetrios Savipikos will be talking about the tangible and intangible aspects of the celebrity brand, namely as identity and a fundamental means of consumer recognition, symbolising the brand's differentiation from all their competitors. It's all Greek to me. I'll see you after the break. You know it. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. Still to come, I'm going to be exclusively revealing what Big Brother has got planned for our celebs this weekend. But now, even though the house is full of new faces, here at Bots, we don't get rid of our favourites so quickly. Now, our next guest is so impossibly smart and handsome, some might actually mistake him for a Greek myth. But no, he is real, guys, backed by popular demand. It's Dr. Demetrios Savipikos! Dr. Demetrios, everyone! Agapi mu epithimisame.
Και εγώ σε επιθύμησα.
Oh, to you as well. How are you enjoying the series so far?
I'm loving it. Loads of colourful faces, beautiful people, I think.
Lovely outfits.
Lovely outfits too. I think we'll have a clip or two for that one.
Now, listen, your area of expertise is, I want to get this right, psychology of business and consumer branding. Is that right?
That's right.
So we thought it only made sense to see what our 15 celebs are selling in the house, shall we say. So first up, what does make a good sort of business sense for one of our celeb housemates?
I think what we normally look at into the world of celebrities and popularity, people look the same, feel the same. So I think for a lot of these characters, they enter a show like Celebrity Big Brother to create a new persona.
I love how you say celebrity. It's like celebrity. I love it. It's like you're saying celibacy.
Could be.
Could be. You never know.
So I think it's really, really important for them to to create a unique selling point, to create something that they're going to be memorable and people will pay attention to.
So you've split the house into two sort of divides: established brands, or established entertainers, and reality TV entertainers. Is that right?
Yes,
that's
correct.
how we're going to do it. So why have you chosen them two sort of camps?
I think these are the two key tribes that we see. So the established ones are the people who will be relying upon their previous fame. They don't actually have to worry about too much because the public really knows them. So they will be a lot more relaxed. And plus they have a talent. They're known for being actors or singing. There's something to be distinguished by. Whereas the reality TV stars, they will actually have to work slightly harder. They need to be a lot more enthusiastic for people to remember them, and we will anticipate for them to actually form better relationship with each other that can be used when they leave the house.
And in what ways can our celebs sort of create a brand or a persona that we can sort of buy into, if you like?
I think first impressions really matter. So what we normally see is people's behaviour or the way that they might be dressing. So clothing, for instance, is quite key. So I think we can actually see that from the very beginning. The more established celebrities, Helen, or we can actually see, they will be using plain black clothing. There's not much attention to be drawn to who she is.
I've got to say, I thought Sarah would be in like a smaller dress, but I think she looks absolutely beautiful with what she's wearing.
She does, and I think whereas she could be celebrating easily her status as a pop star, she went for something more sort of conservative.
Because we are so used to seeing her sort of in her pop star get-up, you know, like the skimpy outfit or the really tight dress, glittery and all of that. What does that say about her?
What it says is that this is her second chance. She would like to be someone new. She would like the public to know another person. And I think that's what she actually said on her VT. This is her second chance for her to get to know the people and for the people to know who she really is.
Well, that's two of our established entertainers. Let's have a look at some of our reality TV tribe. What are you making of this?
I think for reality TV individuals, it is, I think every impression matters. So for them, they need to attract as much attention to create dialogue, to create drama. And I think you can definitely say with, say, for instance, this particular outfit, there's not much left to imagination. And I think for Brandy, it's just you see what you get, and she's clearly someone to pay attention to.
And established entertainers, you know, versus the reality entertainers, can you see the difference in them with their body language, with what they wear, with how they physically have been acted in the house as well?
Absolutely. I think for the established people, what they're using a technique that we're calling curating. They've curated, they've crafted a persona.
They've done it.
They've done it,
so
and they use that.
That maybe is a different way of promoting their brand to what the reality lot would.
Absolutely. Because whereas the reality TV people, they will actually be a lot more willing to sort of, you know, to act in a more spontaneous, in a more louder way. So, for instance, if we actually see Jordan, he walked into the house really energetic and people got to know him. He's really, really good at that.
Well, it has been quite calm in the house. I know we've had a lot of energy, but it has been quite calm until obviously we saw Trisha kick off. Why do you think she was one of the first to lose her cool in there?
I think with what the panel said earlier, they were quite spot-on remarks. We shouldn't forget that Trisha is a YouTuber, so she has complete control of her environment, a complete control of her billion of views, but she's not used to receiving feedback. She's not used to actually interact with anyone else rather than herself. So I think when you remove her from that situation, an environment that is incredibly intimidating and full of feedback and full of judgment, she will be instantly sort of threatened and intimidated. So I don't think the boys are afraid of her. In reality, that's a bit of projection. She's afraid of them.
Oh, we are. That's what that was said, actually. And a lot of our audience were coming out with that as well. Sure. Let's move on to Sarah. Obviously, as we just said, she's coming to the house to show the public another side to herself. Let's have a little look at this clip.
I think being on stage, you have a persona, and I was loud, I was Larry. You know, I was in my 20s, I had plenty of energy, but I think that people started perceiving me because I was, you know, we got famous so young, and I was acting up to that character in the band. You know, I'd work hard and play hard, but I wasn't like that in real life. This is for me like kind of getting a second chance to try and show people who I've grown into, and I'm kind of a little bit sick of being judged on the past.
And I think a lot of us are guilty of that as well. You know, she is, what we see in the tabloids, what we see in the press, she's very well known as being that hardened party girl, but we are seeing that different side to her in here. What do you think this could do for Sarah's brand?
I think it's an interesting approach. I think we can actually see someone really struggling. She really struggles to create a new persona, to let herself go. But on the other hand, that particular debate, it was a real struggle for her. She's really, really fragile.
She's been through a lot, definitely.
She definitely has. But the only thing that we've actually seen, that the only time that she was truly relaxed and let her head down was straight after her performance. So we can actually see, even if she's wishing to be someone else, she struggles to do that. And she will fall back into her pop star days to actually feel comfort and to be, again, appreciated and accepted by the other people.
OK, fair enough. Let's move on to Chad. He's one of the housemates that's struggling to be himself. That would probably be a lie, wouldn't it? Because he's really being himself in there. A lot of the housemates are struggling to understand him. This is what Gemma had to say in the exclusive clip in the diary room.
I still don't know what I think about Chad, you know. I feel like one minute he's like trying to be a bit more of like a normal human. The next minute he's just trying to be some fucking steadhead who talks about his dick and protein all the time. It might be a self-confidence issue, that he might think that all he's got is his abs and his dick. He might only feel confident in those areas because of his past or things that I don't know about. So it could be a self-esteem confidence issue, or he could just be that arrogant. I don't know yet.
So Gemma don't know yet. I don't think we really know yet. We've got a fair idea, but what do you think his game is?
I think it's an interesting character, and he's a car wash. A car wash. Sorry.
A car wash?
Car crash.
Car crash, not wash. Watch out, please. Not car wash.
And I think he's one trick pony. I mean, he's only renowned to be a playboy. He's only renowned to sort of, having romance with a number of women. I think what we're actually going to see, the struggle is real. He's struggling to find romance. He's trying to let them, himself to be who he really is. And I think until he finds that very special lady in the house, it's going to be quite flat.
Well, let's go from one Lothario to another. Let's talk about Jordan and the 1,500 women he's allegedly slept with. Now, look, I mean, he could very well have that number, and good luck to him for keeping count. I can't count that high. But do you think this is him playing on the sort of young stud brand that he maybe wants to put out?
Absolutely. I think what he really, really is famous for is just being a Lothario, being a young lad. So I think he's quite authentic. Unlike the others that they're trying to portray someone else, he's actually been quite authentic to Brand Jordan. And he will continue on that front. And what we're also going to be seeing is that his bromance with Sam will flourish, which is going to be creating an alliance. At the same time, though, I'm checking out the competition because they're quite similar in what they represent and who they want to be.
Well, listen, all that's left for me to say to you, Demetrios, is Evaristo.
Parakalo.
Thank you so much to you and your family. Give it up for Demetrios, everyone! All right, you stay there because I'm going to walk and talk over here. You just stay with me, though, because brace yourselves, because it's time for that exclusive, I promise you. And, ladies and gentlemen, it's a nominations twist. So here is how it's going to go down. After taking part in a task today, 3 housemates have gained membership to Big Brother's very own private members club. And membership of this exclusive club comes with benefits because members will not only live like kings and queens in the lap of luxury, they will also be immune from the first eviction of the series. Whilst any non-members could join Marissa in facing the first public vote. Now, over the course of the weekend, those remaining in the house will continue to survive on basic rations whilst they take part in a number of challenges to try and gain membership and therefore gain immunity. Now, come Sunday, there's going to be 10 members with immunity in that club, meaning the 5 remaining housemates, including Marissa, will face the first eviction. God, that was a mouthful. I don't know if you maybe do, you might not, but do you want to know which 3 housemates already gained access? Go on then, have a look.
Housemates, there are 3 frames remaining. Paul, Helen and Derek, congratulations. You are the first 3 members of Big Brother's Private Members Club. As a result, you are immune from the first eviction. You should now collect and put on the 3 badges on the chair in front of you.
Thank you.
You should then return to your positions.
Okay.
Derek, Paul and Helen, you will shortly be treated to a delicious dinner in the club.
I don't think this is going to go down well. So Derek, Helen and Paul have gained immunity already. Joe, do you think any of them three have maybe had a lucky escape from the first eviction?
Yeah, I think Derek probably got a lucky escape. Saying that, I think Helen may have got a lucky escape as well. I think the Nan's safe, but I really wish that Big Brother would make his life harder. No, because I like him, but I think you get the best out of him when his back's against the wall. So I think we've got to make his life harder.
Do you know what? We've obviously seen, in the news today and some of the exclusives we've showed you, we've seen the first cracks start to show in the house. Jessica, do you think this task is just going to create even more of a divide? Because they're living in the lap of luxury. I saw what they were eating. It was like a banquet.
Oh.
And the rest are sitting in there like, oh, little chickpea.
Yeah, I can't wait. I think it's going to be absolutely incredible. I mean, I remember when we were literally rationing over like pieces of chocolates to see feasts happening. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Jonathan, you know what it's like, just having a scrap of something luxury in there. Do you think it's going to cause fireworks?
Oh, it's going to be terrible. That's when things started falling apart, especially for me. I mean, when you're like running out of just eggs and cheese, when those are like your luxury items, it's terrible. People lose their mind.
It's going to kick off. That's what we want. Strong chat, everyone. Well done. Listen, don't go anywhere because after the break, we're going to be looking at life through the celebrity bots. Cam is back. Still trying to push it. And these fine specimens over there are going to be discussing celebrity bondage. Oh, no, I mean bonding. Or do I mean bondage? No, it's bonding. It's funny. Oh, no, Barbara, it's bonding. It's not. I'll see you after the break. It's bonding. You're dirty. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side, home of the Bots Cam. Let me rephrase that. The Celebrity Bots Cam, I tell you, yes! We are going to make this work. Is there a better view on television? No. Let's cross over now for exclusive pictures. OK. There's some beds and a towel on the wardrobe door. You don't see this on the main show. I've got to say, though, they're keeping it quite tidy. They're doing a lot better than our civilians did in the summer, I tell you. Well, as you can see, riveting stuff, guys. Do you agree? Riveting. That was worth the $1. Now, we are just 4 days in and we are already seeing some bonds forming. And you know what they say? Two's company. Thank you, dear. So let's find out who goes together like fish and chips and who's the odd sock left in the drawer. Let's start with my preserve of choice for the evening, Jam. That's Jordan and Sam. Now, there have been some rumblings online that the two of them have manufactured their bromance, as bromances are somewhat in this season, not sure why. Love Island. So, Joe, do you think that they could have heard that they were going in and had a little bit of cahoots?
We were saying this earlier, weren't we? Yeah. I mean, as I'm getting older, I think I'm getting more and more cynical with things.
You are? I am, no, I'm terrible.
I'm really finding that, I don't see the best in people no more. And I do see that a little bit, that maybe... I don't think Sam would give the other one a time of day in the outside world.
Really?
No, I really don't. So I think maybe they are, because, they're young, they're both good-looking, they think...
Well, obviously, we're not going to try and plant ideas in people's minds. This is what a lot of people have been saying online, and we thought we'd reference it. What do you guys think?
No.
Luna don't. Maybe a little bit. Well, do you know what? We're going to have to wait and watch and see. And don't worry, I'll ask them when they come out. Well, their nemesis, Trisha, has found an unlikely friend in Helen Lederer. That is why I love Celebrity Big Brother. It's just great. Joe, why do you think these two have just hit it off so well?
I think it's because Helen's a comedian, so she's really inquisitive. So she looks at people and wants to know about them. And if there's one cracker in that ass, it's Trisha.
Helen's been on here so many times, and I know I'm fair in saying this, Helen describes herself as a total oddball.
Yeah.
And I think with Trisha, Jonathan, do you agree that she just sees something in her and she thinks, I'm going to look after you?
The two of them remind me of, Witches of Eastwick. There's a cauldron, and all they're missing is, Derek. The three of them could literally bring spirits into that.
Oh, my God, chuck some cloaks in there, have a lovely night.
Yeah.
Do you think this sort of Brit Yank
I like
merge
it.
is going to
I like these two together. They could go very far. It's a great duo.
Well, we do know that Helen once two-timed Harry Enfield. I mean, come on. Jessica, do you think she might swap Trisha out for another model at some point?
I really hope not, because again, I quite like them two together.
Yeah.
I think Trish is an absolute legend and Helen is an absolute legend together. It just works.
Together, they're a pair of legends.
Yeah, pair of legends.
That's what you're looking for.
Legends.
Right, next up, we've got to talk about the talent show superstars, Sarah and Amelia. Jonathan, what did you make of Samelia's performance?
I mean, nothing. It's
Jonathan!
I'm sorry.
That's someone a Brit!
I'm sorry. I was watching it like in New York, I think, the other day. It was just like blah. I don't know. The whole they're
piping up. They're all fucking... Paul's actually put his hand up. Hold up. This is a first.
Do you know what? How good was it to have housemates that can actually sing?
I have got to say as well, I know that Sarah's had her fair share of, bollocks in the past, I'm going to say it, with people moaning about her singing. I thought she sang it quite well, to be fair. I thought she sang it really well. But she did admit that girl group members, they've always been like sisters, but they row like sisters. Joe, can we maybe see a little thing coming with Sarah and Amelia? If they get close, do you think they'll row like sisters?
No way.
I don't think so. I don't think they will. I think Sarah is using Big Brother. I know Sarah, she's lovely, but I don't think Big Brother's the place to go for therapy, do you know what I mean? And I feel like she's going through some stuff, Sarah. She's trying to forget the past. She won't shut up about the past. Do you know what I mean? I think Amelia's...
We did see her keep quite tight lips when Cheryl was brought up, didn't we?
I reckon there was a phone call between agents. There was definitely a contract signed.
Give her a glass of wine, she'll tell us everything.
No, I think that they're very nice girls, the two of them. I think they suit each other. I don't think they'll row with each other.
And do you know
think
what's
Amelia
nice?
will be good for
Amelia
Sarah.
supported Girls Aloud on tour as well, so
did
they
she?
have met before, yeah. I mean, Girls Aloud did ask me, but I was in Celebrity Big Brother, guys. I know it'd been fun, wasn't it? Come on. All right, moving on. Let's talk about... They didn't. I'm just making that up.
I believe that as well.
I know. I do wish.
I was trying to work out the dates. I was like, no, they weren't together.
What I actually did is I tweeted a picture of my Celebrity Big Brother suitcase after I left, because I went on the X Factor tour, and Girls Aloud tweeted back saying, yeah, come on tour with us. So I'm just taking that as an invite. Right, let's talk about the other odd couple of the house, Derek and Karthik. I did not see this one. Jessica, where has that come from?
Well, I'll be honest.
I mean, is Karthik going to replace Sam the Spirit Guide now?
Definitely, yes, or at least in his head. But no, I like it. But then the other time, when they were in bed together, Derek really couldn't be arsed talking to Karthik, but Karthik kept persisting. So I don't think that bromance is going to last.
You don't?
I think he's going to drive him crazy.
Yeah.
Derek's going to lose his mind. The Spirit's going to lose his mind. The whole house is going to go crazy. But yeah.
It's all going to go up. What's going to go on?
And I love it.
Let's talk about launch night pal Sean and his former rock Sandy. Joe, do you think launch night bonds mean that it will continue throughout the series? Because we do see a lot when people bond on launch night, they do tend to stick together for the duration, unless there's a big Barney. Do you think, I've got to say Barry, do you think Barry and Sandy are going to stick together?
I think they will. I have to say that I've never seen a man have a near nervous breakdown on telly like I did.
It was unbelievable. Come on, Sean.
Give him a cuddle. He just couldn't do it. I found that so... And another thing that I really love is when he went in the diary room with his notes.
Oh!
When he went in the notes. And he was like, I didn't know whether the joke was... that the joke was in there.
I still don't.
Or the joke was that he couldn't read his jokes. I was like, what's going on?
I didn't know whether he genuinely thought they'll edit this to show me coming out with these fun one-liners, or whether the joke was, I'm going to do this whole bit with a note. I still don't know.
I think he's
I've got some little sound bites here. I mean, you can take them or leave them,
The lovely bit in me thinks that was all part of the joke, but the cringe bit in me was like, please let him think it was edited out, because it was.
No, I think them two, they will definitely stay friends throughout this. I don't think anyone's going to fall out with her. I think for me, her and Paul Danan are my favourites to win.
I've literally got 40 seconds, but I want to talk about Brandy and Gemma. Brandy and Gemma, they're bed buddies now. We can see they've got a bit of a relationship forming. They're a bit girls' team, but also Marissa's involved in that as well. How do you think this trio's going to do in there, Jonathan?
They're going to explode like pop rocks. I mean, the poop's going to hit the fan. They're all insane.
Do you think they'll turn on each other?
Yes.
They're jostling for the same position. They're all like freaky hot women that want that. You know what I mean?
Jessica, girl code, will they stick together?
I don't think they've got girl code. Like, I think they're all absolute maniacs. Yeah.
And on that note, what a way to end our Friday night show. Give me a round of applause. That is all I've got time for tonight. I'm sorry, a massive thank you to my panel and our fantastic audience. Thank you. And Dr. Demetrios, obviously, and the guy who invented Post-its. We love you. I'm back on Monday night just after 11 with Dan Wootton, Bradley McIntosh, and Chanel McCleary is back. Until then, have a lovely weekend. See you Monday.